Morning, how are you doing? Great to see you. Today I have a great recipe for you. It's one I've made numerous times in the past and it's one of my go-to favourite standby recipes. It is one of those recipes I just love. Anyway, mint wine. I can't seem to grow enough mint. The more I grow it, the more I use it. It seems to be taken over, but I'm so grateful it does. In the garden I have bushes and mint piles and beds of mint. They take over, they're fantastic, they grow on windowsills. It's such a versatile herb to grow. It's a weed, it's fantastic. Talking of weeds, someone wanted to know if I've ever made dandelion wine. I have, years and years ago. I just have not made a video about it. I will do one of these years when I am fortunate enough to have enough dandelions in my garden to warrant making a dandelion wine. So I will make one at some point, hopefully next spring if I can find enough. Anyway, on to the mint wine. The mint variety I'm using for this 1 gallon batch of mint wine is peppermint. It's what I have most of at the moment. It's growing in a tub on a ledge near the fence. It smells divine. I love peppermint. Dee drinks nothing else but peppermint tea. We love it, so we grow a heap of it. But for mint wine, you can use any variety of garden mint. Be that your bog standard mint, your spearmint, your chocolate mint, your lemon mint, your lemon balm, your experiment, try different varieties. Next year, when I have a few more varieties established, I want to do a taste test between 4, 5, 6 different types of mint that I use to make mint wine. So which variety of mint do you think would be best to make a wine from? If you have any thoughts, if you've made mint wine before from any type, please let us know and leave a comment down below. Some people, when it comes to mint wine, are a bit concerned that the end result might taste like mouthwash. I can assure you, it doesn't. Not at all. It's a very subtle mintiness that comes through, especially if you only use a small amount of mint. There have been times when I've had a pure abundance of mint, an allotment load. I had to go with shears and trim it down. I made mint wine from it. Way too much mint per gallon, and that did end up like mouthwash. So, this recipe, all we are using is 2 pints of mint. I have just grabbed 2 pint glasses and trimmed off the leaves and put them in to the pint glasses, 2 of them. That will make a lovely mint wine. Once you've picked your 2 pints of mint, lightly compressed into 2 pint glasses, you want to give it a quick wash off under running water. Just get rid of any gubbins, mucks and messes, as my aunt would say. We don't use any chemicals in our garden, so that's not really the issue. It's more so any black fly, green fly, added protein, all that stuff. That's right, yeah. But generally, it's safe just to eat. But for winemaking, you can't be too careful about the sanitisation. You don't want any bacteria getting in there, which might ruin your whole gallon of wine. There is absolutely nothing worse than having a ruined gallon of wine and having to throw it down the loo. Especially mint wine. Minty fresh toilets. No. You don't want to be doing that, do you? You want to be serving it up in a glass and drinking it round your barbecue. Absolutely. Right then, let's give it a wash off. Smelling divine it is. The mint releasing all those juices, all those flavours as you wash it. I can't wait. I do love and really rate mint wine. If you have an allotment or a garden, grow some in pots in the ground. It spreads, it takes over like a weed. But the more you have, the more uses you find for mint. It's one of those amazing plants. It adds so much character and flavour to so many dishes and drinks. A gin and tonic with a mint leaf in, can't fault it. Once you've washed off your mint leaves under a tap. You want to throw them into a big saucepan. Just pour them straight in. And then in your cauldron, you want to be adding 1.3 kilos of granulated sugar. Weigh it out, add 1.3. If you add more, 1.5-ish, it makes a really strong wine. And the flavour, the alcoholness overtakes the mintiness, and it's like rocket fuel. You can't taste the actual mint. So grab your sugar, wine scales, and weigh out 1.3 kilos. Then pour your sugar onto your mint leaves into your big pot. And now, 2 more things I'm going to be adding before I add the water. First up is the lemon. I add lemon juice because the citric acid really helps to break down the mint leaves and extract all the flavour. And it also adds a citrusy bite to the wine. That finish that is amazing and awesome. That's what you want, a nice aftertaste. So I'm adding about half a cup of lemon juice. If you prefer powdered citric acid, go ahead and use that. That's absolutely fine. Now I'm about to add 1 tea bag to the pot. Tea in wine really enhances the tannin levels. The tannin is the substance that really adds the legs, the body, that mouthiness to a wine. You can buy powdered tannin, which comes in a pot. It's artificial, made in a lab, but it's also found in tea and also oak leaves. When I was living down in South Wales near a forest, I would always add an oak leaf to my wine, just to extract the tannin. But up here in Orkney, we don't have that many trees. Don't have that many oak trees. So I resort to tea baggers. I would rather add a natural substance like tea than an artificial substitute that's made in a lab. If I can name an item like tea, I know what it is, whereas I don't quite know how to make tannin in a lab. That's my thinking, my reasoning. Anyway, so with your 2 pints of mint, 1.3 kilos of sugar, half a cup of lemon juice for the citric acid, and a tea bag for the tannin, you want to pour over 4 litres of boiling water. Pour yourself a glass of delicious rhubarb wine. Rhubarb wine is one of my other favourites. I have so many favourite types of wine that I've made, but rhubarb I made in great big 10-gallon batches because it grows like a weed up here. And I really rate rhubarb wine. Anyway, cheers. And give it a really good stir. Dissolve that sugar. Get it all mixed in. All stirred about. The aroma is coming through. It's fresh, minty, strong, punching in the nose. It's really amazing. Once you finish stirring your wine, dissolving all that sugar in the mint, you stay still. You want to put it on top of your stove and bring it to the boil, and then let it simmer on a slow heat for about half an hour to an hour or so. You want all those mint leaves to release their juices, their oils, their mintiness into the water. Serve it on the stove, and then go and have that glass of rhubarb wine. Oh yes. Once your minty syrupy solution has been boiling for half an hour or so on a low simmer, you want to pour it into your demijohn. You do. So you want to strain it off. You want to keep the mint leaves for your compost heap, but grab all the liquid into your demijohn. Simple system of a demijohn, a funnel, and a sieve, and pour it straight through with the help of the baby. Best you stay away, it's going to be hot. There is such a delicious golden colour to the wine, bright, sparkling, and I can't wait to try it. Anyway, all we need to do now, let this cool down to room temperature, then I'll be back with you now to add the yeast in 1 second. See you soon. With your lovely mint wine all cool and looking fantastic, it's time to add your yeast. I'm simply using a generic wine yeast. I buy big tubs of it. It lasts for ages if you store it in your fridge. It's nothing fancy, but for mint wine you don't need anything fancy. The wine itself, the mintiness, carries enough flavour and enough nutrients from the mint. You just need a simple wine yeast. You just want to add about 1 teaspoon of the yeast to your demijohn and then let it start fermenting out. I normally leave a bit of airspace, bit of headspace in the demijohn because the yeast can become really active and it can blow out through your airlock and go all over the place, like a volcano, which is great. Then simply add your airlock and set the wine aside in a warm place for about 2 to 3 weeks and let it ferment right the way out. After that first vigorous fermentation has happened, you want to fill up the headspace until the demijohn is full to the neck. You want to keep on rattling the wine off of the lees or the debris that settles down the bottom and allow the wine to mature for about 6 months to a year. It makes a wonderful, delicious summer's wine, it does. It does. Really delicious. If you want to see some more wine recipes, click the link up above and that'll take you to the full playlist of recipes. Have a good day now. See you soon. Bye bye.